What's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, we back. We back live, man. We got the camera working again. We're going to talk about this story out there in Texas. This Texas shooting that happened recently. We just talked about the pedophile who was arrested, out there in Mississippi, who was having technical difficulties and whatnot. But we got it back working. You understand that? So I'm giving y'all a little extra more time in general for sure. So this Texas mass shooting. I was on Facebook. Somebody I know live out there and whatnot. I don't know if he was a part of that, in general. What's up to Patty Brown, Jenkins, Stacey Carter? What is that? McLemore. What up? What up? What up? So 8 people killed at a mass shooting at a mall and whatnot. You understand that? I mean, each time he says Under Armour, salute. What up? What up? What up, Yvette? Each time we hear about situations like this, man, it's always a sad situation because we always talk about, you could just be wanting to go somewhere just to buy a shirt, a bag of M&Ms, some Doritos, and then you got some nutcase, whatever they dealing with and whatnot, and just want to go shoot up the place where innocent people are located and whatnot. So we're going to share the screen right quick. We're going to share the screen right quick, right fast. And it has like a little photo or whatever the case may be of people running. So if you can see that, it says gunfire heard as people flee Texas mall. I mean, that right there is a scary situation. Just right there, just seeing them 2 people run as somebody is letting off shots and whatnot. Keith Strickland says, good evening, brother. To everyone, I'm glad you're doing well after your car accident, after the accident as well. Absolutely, I'm good, man. I'm maintaining over here. And we're just talking about the story right here with this shooter. So this is a photo or a paused video of 2 people fleeing. Look like one person is running, the other one is just standing there, whatever. But the cat in the yellow shirt is taking off. Like in any situation like this, of course, take off. You understand? What up? What is that? Carmichael. What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you, for sure. So this is a gunman shot and killed 8 people, including children, at a shopping mall north of Dallas yesterday, including children. Just imagine, as a parent, you're taking your kids shopping or whatever the case may be, and things like that, and the gunman, lets off, and children are being, hit and riddled with bullets. You understand? And this person or people don't have a care in the world for nobody at all. And this is the type of world we live in, where people don't have a care in the world for nobody's life. They don't even care about themselves. So what makes you think they're going to care about you and your family life at the end of the day? So hundreds of people were evacuated from the Allen Premium Outlets Mall as eyewitnesses describe a man firing at people. Just firing. You walking, mind your business. You're about to go into the Nike outlet, get you some Air Force Ones, maybe some Michael Jordans and whatnot, or go to the Reebok outlet, get you some Allen Iversons, and next thing you know, there's a gunman just shooting at you and your children. Literally shooting at you and your children. You know what I'm saying? They said a police officer on an unrelated call killed the gunman after hearing shots. Police have yet to identify him. So, a police officer, and many people may give him or her credit for taking the gunman down, you know. So this police officer was on an unrelated call and killed the gunman after hearing shots. They said the attacker had an AR-15 style assault weapon, gunned down innocent, and the latest act of violence to devastate our nation. That's what they said on here. You know what I mean? They mentioned that such an attack is too shocking to be so familiar. Oh, it is familiar. It is familiar. I mean, it happens often. And it's going to happen again. You understand that? I'm not stating that in the sense of I want it to happen again, but it's just like a rerun over and over, over and over and over. When we do these news stories on these so-called preachers molesting kids, it's nothing new under the sun. It's going to be more individuals coming out, being arrested, being caught. You understand? And there's going to be more individuals out there just because they don't have a care in the world. They feel like their life is messed up. They're stressed out. They're depressed. So now they want to go out and kill innocent people as if that's going to make them feel better. You know what I mean? Or take their own life as if that's going to make them feel better at the end of the day. Ninja says, where are these wicked people coming from? It's almost every 2 weeks, it seems this type of thing is happening. Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. And you know what? I don't disagree with you on that one. Even with these so-called preachers out there who get arrested for child molestation, sex charges on a kid, it's the same stuff happening over and over again. Over and over again. What they're going to say, oh, we need more police presence. We need more armed security. We need more of this. We need more of that. They've been saying the same stuff over and over. Obviously, if that's not working, then you got to figure out something else. What is the problem at the end of the day? So I don't condone killing and stuff like that. But if that police officer wasn't there, who knows how many more individuals would have been shot and killed. It just so happened that that officer was on another call. He probably was, maybe he or she probably was given a parking ticket or helping out with a car accident and whatnot. You just never know. And took down that suspect. You know what I'm saying? It could have been more killings out there with this one individual. You know what I'm saying? All right, Keith, you said Satan is the God of this world. So I agree, Brother Harvin, that this will continue to happen. Not that we want it to, but God's word must be fulfilled. What up, Kim? Stacey Carter says, my Lord, prayers and condolences for all involved. Manley. So that's Stacey Carter right there. B. Manley says, yes, and you feel so clean after the baptism. Okay. All right. Yvette says, wow, I'm here in Texas and I be missing everything. Got to be more vigilant. I don't know these places exist until I hear about it in the news or like now on your panel. Thank God for what you do. Appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in to this YouTube channel for sure. All right. Be manly. It says it's a murderous spirit in this country. It's like you change the channel and the same thing is on. Yeah. Yeah. You're right about that. And the thing with a lot of these news and whatnot, they don't give off an encouragement point when they bring in these stories. When you bring a news story to those news outlets, to those major news outlets and whatnot and things like that, give off encouragement, give off some type of empowerment on top of that. Encourage the people at the end of the day. These stories all across the border about people getting shot, people getting in car wrecks, dying, people overdosing off of drugs, suicide. It's, like you said, the same thing over and over, over and over. But what's missing after these news people bring the story? Encouragement. You know what I'm saying? How can the problem be fixed or helped out or whatever the case may be. Never mind the same old thing over and over again. Oh, we need more of this. We need the same stuff over and over again. Obviously, that stuff is not working for this stuff to keep happening over and over again. All right. Carmichael says the devil know he is busy. Did y'all hear about the black homeless man that got choked out by a white man? They used to be in the Marines on the subway. Are you stating that both of them was in the Marines together? Did they know each other? I didn't. I don't think I did anything on that story, but I seen the picture of it, whereas though I believe he was a performer out there, homeless, and the man put him in a choke hold, and then somebody had their camera phone either recording. Well, they was recording, and took the picture of the man as he was dying. Listen, I think I listened to something like, people rather pull out their camera phones than help a person. This is what people rather do. And I see it clear as cut. It was an accident about a week and a half ago in Charlotte. Not an accident, but a car was on fire. Instead of people, helping out or whatever, I was in the back, whatever. So in the front, you could see people pulling out their camera phones and recording the fire. So if you're out there dying on the street, if you're sick, whatever, throwing up, be clear that 10 times out of 11 that, the normal person, he's not or she's not going to dial 911 for you or help you out. Most likely they're going to put out their camera phone, record you just for some likes and comments. And this is the type of world we're coming to, that your life is just worth likes and comments. Like, you rather pull out a camera phone, right? They rather pull out a camera phone. You thinking they gonna get you some help, but they just recording, right? They just recording you. But Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever other social media platform is out there, people is not willing to help people at the end of the day. They pull out their cell phone, not to call 911 for you to help you, but to record you. You understand that? Keith Strickland says, right when they implemented the new gun law, I knew then that we were seriously at war with Satan. Deshay, he says, we live in a careless, cruel world, ungodly world. Absolutely. It seems to be a lot of people are like that. Absolutely. Okay. God to follow God says, if nobody speaks God's word, people going to do what they want to do. If all the pastors on the same thing and only PJ is speaking what God is saying to us. Fitzgerald said, I heard about the chokehold story. I think the person who died could be related to Michael Jackson. That's what I've heard, but I'm not sure. He was like a performer out there in New York, I think. All right. Manley says, so everyone is a reporter who wants to film a crime. Yep. I mean, you can see it on all over the internet. Even a shooting could take place. The gunman could be right next to them. A gunman could be right next to them, and they pull out their camera phone and they think about the views, they think about the likes that they can get if they can catch that footage. They will put their life on the line just to catch that footage. You know what I'm saying? To put it on their Instagram, to put it on their Facebook and whatnot. Instead of getting out of Dodge, calling the cops, see who needs help. They focus on likes and comments. They focus on views and whatnot. A view, a lot of people out there, a view is more important than a human being's life. You understand that? No, take that to heed. Take heed to that. that a lot of people out here value a view more than your life. You right there. You right there. You understand? A view, a YouTube view to a lot of people is worth more than your life. You understand? They would rather record you, right? Dying on the ground with bullets all in you, or be choking on a chicken bone or something like that. They ain't gonna put CPR on you. They ain't gonna give you the Heimlich. They ain't gonna try to punch you in your chest to get that chicken bone out. They ain't gonna try to pat you on your back to get that chicken bone out. They're gonna listen, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna go live or just record it and just record you as you choking. And then make foolish commentary about that. The shooting that happened in Jersey City with that Hebrew Israelite. You understand? When he shot up the place with the Jews and whatnot. That happened in Jersey City, where I was from. You know, and the place where it happened at, it was between Bidwell and Bayview on what we call Jackson Avenue. So it's apartments up there, and I know some people who lived in there, and they was on Facebook as the shooting was going on, acting a fool. You understand? Acting a fool, right there on Facebook, recording and documenting as the gunshots was going on. They don't care. The bullets come through their room and whatnot. They don't care as long as they get those views and whatnot and things like that. That's all they care about is views. You understand? All right, what up, G Swole? You says this is becoming so normalized to the point it's getting hard to feel bad about it. Absolutely. Listen, that's a good point right there. Because you be like, well, in 2 or 3 weeks, I bet you a story like this comes out. I bet you a story of a false prophet who molests kids come out. I bet you Ray from the hood or Bubba or whoever is going to either get shot and killed, standing on that same corner, or go to prison. You understand that? The same stuff every day. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing. You know, you get these people all the knowledge in the world, all the encouragement in the world. You know what I mean? And that's a lot. That's another thing that's missing. Encouraging the people and whatnot. But people rather hear about gossip and whatnot. They rather hear about gossip. Well, what's going on with Kanye West? You understand? They're so glued in what's going on with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. That's their major concerns. Let's go on gossip.com. Let's go to TMZ. From sun up to sundown, they viewing that nonsense. They viewing the gossip that goes on. People arguing over Facebook, on Facebook rather. This is what they so focused on. Instead of trying to do something to either encourage the people, empower the people, instead of worrying about nonsense at the end of the day. People don't want to hear encouragement and stuff like that. They want to hear about what happened to Usher, what happened to Chris Brown. I want to know what happened to Chris Brown and Usher. They had a little altercation. I need to know about it. By the end of the day, I got to find out. If I got to search all day, I need to find out what happened. And this is what people's mindsets is all about. Nonsense. Listen, 2 people have an altercation. All right, whatever. Go about their business. Let's get to the real point out here, man. Empowering the people. All right? That was a good point at G Swole. McCormick said, you're telling the truth. They will record you getting hurt, but don't want to call for help. That's a sad thing. That's a sad thing. That a person rather pull out a camera phone than to help you. Listen, they probably do that to their own mama. They probably do that to their own family member, to their own child. Just for one view. People will kill for one view. Just one. You know, when people come at me like, man, you got a bunch of subscribers. Nah, it ain't about that. You understand that? It ain't about none of that. It ain't about the views. It ain't about the number of subscribers, the number of pages, and nothing like that. It's about helping the people. What you gonna use your platform for? What you gonna use your voice for and whatnot? That's what it's about. You understand? So when people be all fascinated over one view because they could catch something on camera like a car crash or a tanker going into the river, flipping over the bridge and whatnot, and things like that, encourage the people. All right? He says we need God in this wicked world because things have changed and not for the better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yvette says, you're right. It is sad people seem to be so heartless these days, but if we would remember what goes around comes around. Yep. Keith Strickland, appreciate that. Octavia says, what you said, Tony, they care more about views and like than they care about their own life or the life of others. Absolutely. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care if I get one view. I don't care. You know, so I'm not fascinated about no views and whatnot. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Thank be to God for that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate God for blessing me. You know what I mean? But I don't get why people are so fascinated about views, about being seen or being heard. You understand that? And then when you do get the platform, you don't use it for nothing positive at the end of the day. You don't. A lot of them don't use it for positive or nothing like that. It's some people out there on YouTube, Facebook, they use a platform for positivity. I give it to them. I do, for sure. G Swole. When a person, he says, when a person stopped the shooter, then record himself, herself stopping the shooter, that probably get the person way more views. He'll probably get the key to the city from the mayor. And that's what a lot of people want. They want recognition. Like, wow, I recorded this. I did this. You know, I did this. Try helping a person. You know what I'm saying? To those type of people. So all those people who recorded people getting beat up and whatnot, I seen on World Star a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I view those type of videos for educational and learning purposes. They record a person getting beat up and jumped and stomped out and make a funny commentary about it. It's nothing funny about a person getting beat up and then you recording it without helping them. You know, because if that person was to die right there, you could be accounted guilty also. You know what I'm saying? They think it's fun in games to record somebody dying or hurt and something like that. It's nothing funny. It's nothing a game about that type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's something different when you are in those shoes. If that was you being beat up and pulverized or hurt or shot at or shot or dying or choking on something and what have you. You know what I mean? All right. What up, Gin Juice? Hope all is well. He says, had to finish because of passes in today's message. I'm here now. That's what's up. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Yvette says, amen to that. They act like they're going to get movies rights offer, quick payday. These type of people have to remember, if it was them, what would they want someone to do? Take their picture or help? Absolutely. Because let's just say if Tony Harvin, me, was getting I guess choking or whatever. If I'm in a serious situation and I look at somebody recording me and laughing and making funny commentary, oh man, I would have hoped to get some strength to get up and do some business. You know what I mean? Because people like that, it seems like they deserve something. You know what I mean? What type of person are you to sit there and watch a person die and not do anything about it? You know what I mean? Even after the fact. You know, granted that the only situation I can think of watching something and that people have helped out or wanted to help out was probably what they mentioned, that the George Floyd situation, when people was trying to help him, but the police officers, was keeping those people back. I don't know how true that is. You know. All right, Bianca. Bianca says, "Here's the sad part. Some are not know how to show empathy. We as parents just have to, I guess, do our part to have the next generation better." Well, I agree. I agree with that. And these times, the youth, honestly, it just seems worse. They focusing on the wrong things. They focusing on a lot of the wrong things. Who taught them to pull out a phone to record a person when they are in the need of help? So you're right about that. What up, David Span? All right, Mr. G Swole, question man. I'm gonna call you the question man, G Swole. He says, "How will you act if you saw a shooter getting ready to do a mass shooting? Will you stop the shooter or run away?" It depends. Where's it at? It depends. Where's it at? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. It depends. Where's it at? You know. So, in a situation like that, it all depends, man. You gotta understand. I have kids, so if I'm at a mall, I'm most likely with my kids going shopping or whatever. So if I'm with my kids, man, my first thing to do is make sure my kids are safe. You know what I mean? I gotta get them out of harm's way. So ain't no time for being Superman. I said a question. Ain't no time for being Superman at the end of the day. Now, if I'm by myself, it all depends, man, because I don't run from situations like that. You know what I mean? That's just me. In some cases, you got to tackle the problem. You got to go to it. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you run away from certain situations, bullets still might hit you. He had an AR-15. You know what I mean? He ain't have a Punk 22 gun. This man he knew what he was doing. He was coming to do some damage at the end of the day. And you know, when you're holding a gun like that, an AR-15 or a shotgun or something like that, you don't have as much agility as you would with a Glock. You understand? Like certain movement and quickness to it. So the bullets, of course, are fast, but the maneuver of the gun takes its time reaction out a little bit versus having a Glock. So it depends on the situation, man, where I'm at. You know, it all depends. But I'm not being Superman if I'm with my kids or if I'm like 100 yards away. No. You understand? Call the police, and that's the best I could do and get out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being Superman, you know? So, but if I'm like next to a person that's letting off shots, that's something different. That's that's something totally different. A person holding a AR-15 next to me, you know what I mean? I mean, hey, most likely we getting down because me running and I'm next to a person with an AR-15. I'm fast, but I ain't faster than bullets. So the best way is to take that problem head on, man. You might have to get involved physically. You understand? All right. B Manley says, sadly, you're going to be judged by that if you don't repent. What was in your heart when you found that person dying? So back to the story at hand. They said the victims' ages was 5 to 51. So the youngest person who was a victim in that situation was 5 years of age, and the oldest was 51 years old. As y'all can see in this picture, people are walking. I guess they got their hands up. I guess that's police protocol out there, or whatever, and things like that. So here's more pictures, in front of the sketches and what have you. They got the SWAT team out there and whatnot. So 8 people killed in this situation, and more injuries out there in Texas and whatnot. All right. Bianca, you says it has to make sense for a person to help others and not go into a suicide mission where the outcome is 99% death. Um think about put your own mask on first before helping others scenario. Got you on that note. You said he was following neo-Nazi. How you going to be a minority and hate people of color? I wonder what excuse they're going to have for this man's actions. Blessed and highly favored says we are getting the consequences of bad leadership. Our governor wants everyone to be armed and dangerous, and now all Texans are. Dallas is under a ransomware attack now. Texas can't govern. They should have all charged at him so people didn't have to die. Well, you got to understand, a lot of people, they are afraid of gunfire. They are afraid of guns and whatnot. You understand? So, and some people may have had kids with them at the mall. So the best thing you want to do is, I know people think about all types of scenarios. Rushing him. He says, I want to read this comment again. He says something about our governor wants everyone to be armed. And Texas is one of those states, so it's like if that police officer wasn't there, you know what I mean? Would there have been someone else there who was armed to take him out? So all them charge, if a person has a gun like that and all the people charge him, that's an AR-15, man. You understand? That's an AR-15. I believe some of them bullets can go through a human being and hit another one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know who wants to take that risk of, a group of people charging him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it depends on the situation, man. It all depends on the whole scenario. I've seen people, disarm suspects and things like that, depending on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Alice says, I'm tired of the shootings. Your thoughts and prayers is not answered. Okay. Understandable with that one. For sure. A person who wants these mass shootings, they're going to go to like a mall. They're going to go to like a New York City Times Square and things like that. I mean, look at the situation with the Twin Towers. They're trying to take out as many people as possible as they can. Whatever kind of sick mentals that they're going through. Somebody mentioned earlier the spirit of murdering people and stuff like that. A lot of those people get a kick out of that type of stuff. David Spann says you might not see the gun and know who that gun is working for, but you don't know that person and who's behind that gun. Okay, C Mac, he says overall, most people actually believe it's not going to happen here. So most are continuing to be caught off guard, not remotely thinking someone's going to show up shooting. You're right. You're right about that. People, I think I mentioned something like that the other day. I believe we was talking about guns, G Swole. I don't know if you remember that. When I said, not you per se, but just a conversation, when I said people may walk around all willy-nilly, like everything is all good, nothing's going to happen, and things like that. I always teach, listen, be aware of your surroundings. Not that you're scared and whatnot, but be aware of your surroundings for sure, because you just never know. Like I said, you could be walking to a Walmart. You could have your mindset on getting some butter pecan ice cream, some Oreo cookies with some chocolate syrup, and next thing you know, somebody just dumping off bullets, trying to kill as many people as possible. And you're thinking, like, why would this person want to kill me? What did I do? But the mindset of people like that is that they don't care about their life. So what makes you think they're going to care about your life? And the whole perception is to catch a person off guard. Try to catch a person when they're vulnerable and least expecting it. This is the mindset of shooters like that. You know what I'm saying? They try to be 10 steps ahead of people. All right, let me check out the scenario. Let me check out the scene. Everybody's walking, everybody's good. So now it's time to dump off. Always fill the situation out. When I go into restaurants, and what I learned in the academy is sit a certain way where as though you could look at the front entrance all the time. You know what I mean? And when you're in the movie theater, you got to sit in certain areas of places. You know what I'm saying? Walk in certain directions and things like that to fill the whole situation out, to be ready for any type of situation that happen like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you cannot help the situation in general, of course not, you know? But to reduce the chances of getting caught up in a crossfire, okay, know when and where can I exit at? Sitting near the exit, the closest to the exit door. Learning little things like that may help. You understand? All right. Mode 85 says at gas station situational awareness is key. Absolutely. That's a great point right there. The gas station or sitting in your car. Great point. I think I showed a video about a man at a gas station being gunned down because people will plot on you. They know the gas station is a situational area where so they could catch a person off guard, especially if you pump your own gas. I know back in New Jersey, they got gas attendants. I live out here in North Carolina now. You got to pump our own gas. So I stand a certain way. I look a certain way when I'm pumping gas. You understand? I'm not in a way where as though I cannot see everything. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you're aware. The gas station and that car, when you're sitting in your car, it might be much better if you're in an area to get out your car. You might have more flexibility to move because if you're just sitting still in the car, you really have no type of movement or nothing like that if something was to pop off at the end of the day. You understand that? So the gas stations, I agree with you on that one. The gas stations, you know, because there's always people plotting. Always. All right. It says guns should only be for law enforcement. I don't know. I don't know. That's a pretty interesting comment right there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because you have fire marshals carry around guns. You got armed security. People got personal security. You know, people hunt deers and whatnot, hunt animals, you know, to eat and what have you. So I don't know. All right. Lydia says, don't ignore the obvious. Wow. He says, good idea. Sitting at the exit door or near it because people have lost it. Absolutely. You can't hide what your destination is. Well, that's true. But guess what? I believe it was a man in the scriptures that God blessed him with 15 years, right? Something like that. Who was that person in the scriptures that God blessed him with an extra 15 years or something like that? Was that Jehoshaphat or Hezekiah or was somebody like that? There was somebody in the scriptures that God blessed with an extra 15 years. Yes, everybody has an expiration date, but prayer is power, and there's power in prayer. Listen, could God bless you with more time on this earth? Yes, it's in the scriptures. It has happened. You know what I mean? Of course, we got to respect the destinations and the agenda that God has. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say a person don't want to live versus a person who want to live. The person is praying for more life on this earth. They're praying to get right. They want to get right. They want more time on this earth versus like this killer who just didn't care. You understand? But in general, overall, I do agree with you that you can't hide what your destination is. Definitely respect, God's outcome. I agree with that. What up, Willie? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. What up, Ernest Beard? Yvette. I wonder if the people who commit these acts said anything to anyone at some point in time and they were not taken seriously. I just wonder. I can't believe no one knew about this person. Wow. Someone says you have to be alert at all times. Okay. No, I haven't heard about Jacksonville, North Carolina. Adrian D. I'm not originally from North Carolina, so I really don't know. All right. Noella Jones says, we can't be too careful. You just don't know what may happen at any given time. Just make sure you are right with God. I agree for sure. Yvette says, prayer is much needed and always in order. In my opinion, I don't think we have enough people praying without ceasing. Need not only pray when everything is going well, but at all times without ceasing. Absolutely. I agree with that. Brian says you have to be aware of your surroundings. David Spann says prayer is more powerful than any weapon. If God is on your side by his permission, you could, he says, you could, prayer cannot stop anything. If God is, you said, if God is on your side, I believe you said, by his permission, you could, prayer can't stop anything. I guess you got to rewrite that over, David Spann. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say with that comment out there. So please, if you could reword that for sure. So thanks for the comments and whatnot, people. A lot of y'all got some good comments out there, and things is gonna happen. He says prayer can stop anything. Okay, got you. Blessing Hollyfield says Allen, Texas, where the shooting happened, is surrounded by mega churches that don't do nothing to help the people. They don't offer mental health services or much in the form of community outreach either. Wow. And I've heard those mega churches out there. I believe TD Jakes is out there. Who else is out there? Joel Osteen is out there in Texas. And Texas, to my knowledge, has a lot of mega churches out there, like you mentioned, and whatnot in general. You know what I mean? So it's a sad situation that we hear a story about this mass shooting at a mall and whatnot. A person just can't even go and get a pair of sneakers. This is why a lot of people live in fear. They don't want to go out and shop physically no more. They rather order off of Amazon. They rather order off of Shein and whatnot because they are afraid that another mass shooting might happen. That they can't even go into Foot Locker and get a Michael Jordan t-shirt without being fearful that there might be some lunatic on the loose that's looking to take innocent people's lives. What goes through a person's mindset when they wake up in the morning and when it comes to the point that they have to go outside, go to a mall, go to a school, go to a daycare, go to a work site, go to a workplace, and say, listen, I'm going to pick and choose this spot to shoot up innocent people and innocent kids. I don't care if babies involved. This is what a lot of them say within themselves. Because when you're shooting all crazy like that, you don't care where the bullets go. You don't care where the bullets go. A person could have been carrying a newborn baby and you still shooting. You don't care. You know, so like I said earlier, if that police officer wasn't there, how many more people he would have shot and killed? And some people did survive. You know what I mean? By the grace of God and whatnot. For sure. David Spann, he says, but you always have Satan agents out there. You have to stay prayed up. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that one. All right. You said you have witches and warlocks praying for chaos to happen. Yep, you're right. You're right about that. It's a spiritual warfare. So when people use that scripture, our weapons are not carnal, or the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. When a lot of over-righteous Christians talk about guns and whatnot, that could go coincide with that, but this is more so of a spiritual fight. So you're right. There's a lot of witches and warlocks and people in dabble in witchcraft. They dabble in witchcraft. There are witch doctors out here. People in Santeria, people in Palamayumbe, people in voodoo, psychics, imps, satanic people, 5-star pentagram and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Wishing bad, casting spells and hex on people, areas and whatnot. You know what I mean? So if a person's mindset, if the person is spiritually malnutrition, and then you got somebody that's doing witchcraft on you, what you think is going to happen? That's like with the music. A bad influence is on you. You let something pollute your mind. So you're letting certain words pollute your spirit and whatnot and things like that. You know what I mean? I believe it's in the book of 1 Corinthians 15 and 33, right? I'm not a preacher. What is that? Evil communications corrupt good manners. Evil communication. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this music, a lot of this stuff, or people in general that you're around can corrupt your good manners and whatnot. So just imagine to those who don't have good manners at all. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I don't watch a lot of stuff. I'm not saying I'm perfect with listening to all good stuff and stuff like that. It's a process and what have you. But one has to be careful what they watch, what they listen to, who they're around, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff can pollute people, for sure. And he says, likewise, us saints should pray for peace in this country. Be manly, states. All right. What up, Jewel? What up, Jesus Christ is Lord, King of Kings? Be Manly says, and drugs is not helping. They open doorways to demons, people under the influence of spiritual entities. I'm good at King of Kings. I'm all good. Question man, G Swore says, do you think it's an agenda to get us to stop socializing with each other in person? When can they keep Amazon online in business if we're still going out the shop? Well, I don't know about that. That I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, but I don't me personally, I don't mind the Amazon thing for sure. You know, it's right there for you. I mean, it's nothing wrong with going to shop at a mall and whatnot. But a lot of us we caught up so much in Amazon. Jules says that's right. We have to be careful of friends we keep and the people we surround ourselves with. Even music and TV is demonic. Mm, wow, absolutely, absolutely for sure. You know what I mean? Oh man. Lydia says chemical trail is sprayed in the atmosphere. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Chemical trail is sprayed in the atmosphere. What do you mean by that? You know what I mean? What do you mean by that? Because I don't think you're the first person who I came across that said something like that. You know what I mean? So what do you mean by that? You know, Laverne Bryant says all these things that going on in the world let you know that we are in the end times. Oh, okay. You said she's talking about scientists is playing God. Okay, all right, I got you. Whew. Ethan says, especially commercials with TV. Oh yeah, absolutely. You too. Gotta follow God. Enjoy. It is. It affects the mind, the body, and minds. Wow. He says we will become the company we keep. That's something deep right there. Wow. Wow. All right. We just talked about the situation. 8 people got killed out there in the mass mall. We're gonna conclude. We towards the concluding portions of this live. So if anybody got any last comments that they want to say, and dealing with this matter and what have you, just put it in the chat room as we come to an end. B. Manley says chemical trails are metals and hazard materials being dropped in the sky where we breathe toxins as well. Wow. Listen, I never heard of nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of something like that more in depth like that. You know what I mean? It was this person on Facebook that kept saying something like that she lived by like a military base and they was doing something and I thought she was crazy. I really did. I thought she was nuts. You understand? And she just kept saying that almost every day. That she kept saying they trying to kill us and whatnot. I'm like, what is the woman talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what she was talking about. I thought she was crazy. I appreciate that at Lady Lydia. Um, hmm. Jules says I watched a video where an ex-witch confessed to working on a movie set where there were several others like her casting spells during the casting for a movie. I forgot the movie name. He says, "Do you think Amazon online, but you you don't think that you don't think Amazon online will cause store employees to lose their jobs when they already got an Amazon store with no employees? Just get your items and pay later." Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. I can't call it. You understand? I don't know. You know, Amazon has a lot of warehouses and they have a lot of workers and whatnot and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, Stacy Carter says he says busy but was listening, fam. I love this real talk. I appreciate that at Stacy Carter. Appreciate that. David Span, he says the movie Bowling for Columbine, the shooter asks teenagers, "Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus?" And she said yes. The shooter said, "Meet him," and killed her. Wow, wow, that's crazy right there. Mm, that's something crazy. All right, we're gonna end this live. I thank everybody for tuning in to this YouTube live for sure. I hope everybody have a wonderful evening. For sure, be on the lookout for more videos coming from this YouTube channel. Do remember I have a secondary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network, and Tony Harvin TV, which is nothing but the truth of God messages on Tony Harvin TV. Being that we had some issues, been having some issues on here with the truth of God videos being flagged and whatnot and stuff like that. So I just decided to make another channel, Tony Harvin TV, and just put those videos on there. You know what I mean? Because you just never know what this channel they might do with this channel or whatnot and things like that. So I hope everybody have a wonderful day. Appreciate that. At Yvette, be on the lookout for more videos on this YouTube channel. If you are new to this YouTube channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and things like that. I hope everybody have a wonderful day. God bless you too. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. I'm out. Peace. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.